morning, George. Thanks for meeting with us today. We wanted to have a quick chat with you about your experiences to date with the team.
My pleasure, mate.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. I guess first and foremost, how are you feeling just before the auction?
I'm pretty excited, mate. It's been a long wait, and this is it, and I'm excited about it.
And it's obviously been a bit of a journey in terms of where we are now, in terms of getting the home ready for the market. So we wanted to just touch on and see what beneficial advice that you found interesting, throughout that whole time frame with some of the project management items.
I suppose it's your approach to me, which was I've always found professional, and I've found that you, without a doubt, work for me, but at the same time, you understand all of the processes, which someone who's selling their house doesn't know. So you run the thing, but consult well with me on each of the issues as you're going. And I found that really good. That initial advice that I should spend a little bit of money bringing the place up from you. It's not advice which it came out of the blue to me. Okay. I didn't think of it. I thought it would be sold as is. Okay. And I have invested a little bit of money on it, and the transformation has been fantastic. I mean, it's a big house, and the idea, I think, was to make it visual. So one of the things was repainting the place throughout. The painting gave it a great look. The second thing was, whilst I had floorboards in the front living areas, I'd retained the carpet in the bedrooms, and the carpet came up, and the floors were polished to the same standard as the rest of the place. It gave effect to the size of the place, I'd say. There was lighting. The look that my late wife and I had was a sort of Art Deco 30s look, which was muted lighting and whatever. And this is now bright lighting. I mean, it is a family home, it is a big home, and that brightness came through. As well as that, there were some general maintenance issues, some gardening work and so on. And I've got to say, when I imagined what that would cost me, your project management of it came in well under, and I mean by about half my mental estimate of what I thought it would be.
Excellent.
So, I think it was a great investment. I have absolutely no doubt that I will recoup the money that I invested, but more than that, I believe I'll benefit greatly in an overall greater price, simply because of the feel of the place that's been created. Good. You brought in good display furniture, quality, not everything that I would pick, but again, it gave it a feel, a lightness, a size, and you've used that furniture well. It's been well positioned. Again, it's a interesting juxtaposition, because some of the furniture is bulky, but it doesn't take away from the size of the place.
No.
We had to consider the flow of traffic through the property. So we've had probably over 100 groups of people through the property over the campaign. So some of these open homes have been very, very busy. So we've been able to make sure we can get that traffic flow through, but also use space effectively. And we've had a lot of people spend time in the property, sit at the tables, sit down on the couch, and actually use the furniture. And comment to us on the usability of room space and in the bedrooms, for example, where they can get a feeling for dimensions.
I wanted to touch on the property video that we invested in. I know when we initially spoke about it, you were unsure on how this was going to showcase the home. What were your thoughts on the final product that the guys did?
Well, unbelievable. As you say, I'm an old bugger, and the notion of videos, and I don't watch videos in property. I've plugged into some of them, and they're no more than slideshows with a bit of over-talk on them, While I found the video here really did express the house that a potential buyer would see. It had good flow, it was relaxed, it was really professionally done, and I think enhanced the campaign that you guys ran.
And one of the other things we did, of course, was a booklet style fact sheet or information booklet for buyers.
For someone who's come and viewed the property and taken this away, it gives them something to mull over and to think about. Afterwards. I was astounded, and I've souvenired a couple for my own history and nostalgia's sake.
We were just looking at the stats yesterday, so In the last 24 days, we've actually conducted 10 open homes in addition to multiple private showings. And like as Mark touched on before, we've had over 100 buyer inspections to the home, and we wanted to see, we were expecting, we would invest, this much time and effort with the buyers. What was your thoughts on how we would be, running, that side of the campaign?
I was surprised, and like, without going over the top, you guys, I've said it to you before, have been really professional and have exceeded my expectations in any real estate agent, because it's really been great. So when you said to me, Aaron, that I'll listen, aside from showing it for a few consecutive Saturdays, and we'll have 2 agents there.
Yep.
I thought, oh, that's good. We'll probably do a midweek for people who can't make a weekend or something like that. And I thought, oh well, that'll make about 6 or 8 viewings or whatever else. Well, it's been way over that. To a vendor like me, the way that you've approached this, aside from professional, is sort of that old-fashioned values. It's about getting to know people and all of that, and I think that's great. It's great from my point of view, and for people who want to buy this place, I think it's good from their point of view.
And then as part of those showings and things, how did you find the feedback that we've given you during the campaign?
Well, I wish I had my phone on more often, but every time you had a showing or a private viewing, there'd be an immediate phone call from you guys before you left saying, listen, George, today it went pretty well. We had this number of people, we had this number of new people, we had this number of repeat people.
Well, the interesting thing is, obviously we're paid by you to work for you, but we want to be the agent that buyers want to work with. We want buyers to be able to communicate with us and tell us, what they like about the home and ask questions from us, and we want to be able to respond to that.
Well, I don't see that as a contradiction at all, Mark, because your relationship with the buyers ends up serving me well.
Correct. Yeah, it does.
That's right.
And that links into something else I wanted to ask you about. You hear stories about agents trying to reduce a seller's price expectations during a campaign, especially when going to auction, because we hadn't really gone too much into detail about price. We're waiting for that buyer feedback. How did you feel that we managed your expectations on price?
Excellent, and professionally, right? Good. So at no point have you tried to dampen down what I believed. When we talked about reserve, you sort of accepted my reserve, sort of poker-faced, if anything.
Excellent. Well, we're about to get ready for the auction, so we just want to say thanks again for taking the time to chat with the team, and also thanks for taking our advice through the whole campaign on how to present the home, because we think that's there's quite a few things that we've done and that we've spoken about today. So we wanted to say thanks again, because it is a team effort, and we did start this process quite a number of weeks ago when we thought that was in your best interest. That's right. If we do a number of these things and we get them done right, we're gonna add a lot of value. So
you guys have been nice to work with. You're good guys, and you're highly professional. And thank you very much.
Absolute
for
pleasure.
That.
Excellent. We're excited.
Yeah,
we're excited.
To see you on the front lawn
3
soon.
excited people.
Yes.
Welcome to today's auction. My name's Mark Lama. I'll be your auctioneer here today. I put it in your hands, buyers. Call out a figure who'd like to buy here at Brigalow Street in O'Connor. Right at the back, sir, at 7.5, bid of 16. First cab off the rank, and great to have you on board. 800 now on a bold move. Jump in now before it gets more expensive later on. Once now at $850,000. Twice, yes, bid of 7, 8.75. Now 8.75 I have. $180,000 for those of you that need to keep up with the pace. Who gets to go to 9 first now? What's looking for $900,000? Small increment ahead, and 90. Straight back, calmly done, bid of 4. Are you still there and chipping away in 5s now? 905 to go over the barrier if you'd like, sir. 905 to stay in, bid of 7's back. Stay strong and call it 910. 907.5 the money. Yes, and 10. Well done. Another 2.5 if you'd like. Keep. Yep, nice. 922.5. Sir, 930. And 930 I have now. Keep going. 32.5. Yes. No dramas. Happy to sell up front here at 932,500. I call it away once, twice. 33 it is then. At 935 and 6. We're staying in ones, are we? There's a little bit of discussion. And back at 37. Worth the wait, I apologise, but we've got to do the right thing. Back at 38. 938, controlling things. Is it 39? Let me know if you're in. We've already got instructions. We're able to sell at $938,000. For want of a better bid or offer, we can welcome you to the neighbourhood bid of 4, 3, 2, 1. We sell, selling, sold. Congratulations. I'll give you a hug too. He did all the hard work. I don't see it, sorry. All the effort's worthwhile.
You know what my reserve was? You know what would make me smile, and you know how
good
happy I am
smile.
then.
There might be a beer or two
Going
tonight.
outside, have a drink.